It's a pleasure to introduce to you Mason Newton, defensive lineman for the Northern Arizona Wranglers. How you doing tonight, Mason?
Oh, I'm good. Just resting up, getting ready for this road trip. So,
Yep. So when are you guys leaving for San Diego?
tomorrow morning, like 8 o'clock, I think.
Tomorrow morning? Are you flying or driving?
Nah, we're taking
Bus.
a little bus trip, so a little 6.5, 7 hours.
A bus trip. Uh or you guys do you try to sleep or what do you do?
I knock out. I take my pillow and my blanket, and I just sleep. I try to sleep as long as I can. That way, you don't have to pee or anything. So that definitely helps
Yeah.
out. But most of the other guys usually pass out. It's the drive back, depending on win or loss, is the where everyone parties.
Pretty much locked in and like you try to block out the fans and stuff, or do you still
Well, I
listen to the
try.
fans?
You try. You always try to block out the fans, but every
Mm,
once in a while, somebody will say some crazy stuff to you. Like
yeah.
I remember my rookie year, somebody goes, "Hey, 50, I got some cheeseburgers for you," and like I couldn't block that out because I thought it was hilarious. So it depends on what is said. Most of the time, you block it out though.
Did they end up getting you cheeseburgers?
No, they didn't.
Dude, if I said I'd get
Well, I appreciate that.
San Diego, are you watching the game tonight? Massachusetts
Uh,
and
yeah,
Jacksonville?
we tuned into that for sure. As soon as we get off of
Yeah.
this, so
Pretty much watch every game, or
yeah,
you just
tendencies and you find stuff around the league. Sometimes you'll see a cool like defensive pass rush moves. You're like, dang, I need to incorporate that. Or, maybe you can watch more film on your opponent and, live game
Mhm.
film is always a little better. So,
So how many years have you been in the IFL?
so this is my fourth year.
Fourth
So
year.
I was with Duke City in 22 and 23, and then came to join Naz midseason last year.
Awesome. How do you like it?
Oh, I love it up here. It's a great community, great fan base. We got great coaches now. Like we had great coaches last year
Mm.
as well, but it's a good vibe this year. We just hopefully are on the right track. We get this winning path. So,
What was it like playing in Duke City?
not a lot of fans. That's one. But it was a good environment. It was the hungry dog scenario. Everybody just wanted to win, get up and get out. So
Yeah.
it was fun, but there
Yeah.
definitely was maybe 50 people in the stands.
Is that where you're from? Is New Mexico or
No, I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Salt Lake City, Utah?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Me and my fiance
Hello,
live out
Jason
in
Cunningham.
Oh man,
And Cool Bubblegum says hi.
what's up, y'all?
So you pretty much get up for the games and stuff.
Oh yeah, all
Like
the time.
what's your pregame music?
All right, it's gonna sound a little weird, but Taylor Swift, a little bit of old school Taylor Swift. Yeah,
Yeah.
country music, and that's kind of my jam. I don't like. I mean, I do get hype, but getting too hype, you play out your skin, and then just you don't play well. So try to stay mellow.
Yeah. Man, that Rattlers game last week, that was a barn burner, man. You guys played tough.
Yeah, I think we got sparked to life with a new quarterback, and
Hmm.
When Caleb went down, everybody's hopes were kind of shot. Like, what are we gonna do? And then Ramon came in and kind of put some wind back in the sails. So that
Yep.
definitely helped us out.
I see you guys could definitely pull the upset and beat San Diego in San Diego on to yeah, it's tomorrow. No, Saturday.
Saturday, yes, sir.
Saturday. And then you guys come home and play
Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah.
Yep.
So Vegas has to play the Rattlers and then you guys.
Hopefully, they get a
So
little beat
that's
up or something. So,
mhm.
but hey,
Yeah.
didn't Vegas just play the Rattlers like last week or a week before?
Yeah.
Week before last, yeah,
A week before. Mhm.
yeah.
So Vegas had to play the Rattlers, then I don't remember who they play. Yeah, the Rattlers, and then they play the Rattlers again and then you guys. So that's a tough stretch right there.
Oh yeah, the West Coast is always tough. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, they played San Diego. They played
Oh,
San Diego last week.
oh, that was a crazy game.
So then, yeah, they're beating them up. They're beating up San Diego for you guys. The Rattlers are beating up.
Amen. We just,
I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to Vegas?
We're going to the Vegas game. Yeah.
Nice. That might be one of the coolest atmospheres for sure. Definitely, Rattlers is
Yeah.
probably number one, but Vegas for sure second. Ah,
So
I don't know. Naz got a pretty
what?
crazy crowd. Naz has a
Oh, you
crazy
guys were
crowd.
loud. Yeah, you guys are loud, and you guys get fans in the stands.
Oh yeah,
Massachusetts, that's the one that I'm like, they only have 50 fans there.
yeah.
How
Definitely.
I don't understand how they're successful, but keep it up.
Amen.
You
It
know.
helps when you get good players too. That's another thing. We always have good players.
Hmm.
Mass. So
So, have you been tempted to go to the other leagues, or the
so I'm
IFL is
I'm
the really true league?
as for arena football, I've been tempted for sure, but through talking
Hmm.
with the agent and trying to go outdoor, play in the CFL or wherever else, the IFL definitely has the highest standing with those outdoor leagues. So that's why I've
Cool,
stayed.
cool.
'Cause last year I tried the AFL and that fell
Uh,
through, so definitely left a bad taste for the AFL. So I wasn't looking at that for this year. So.
so it fell through. How they didn't want to pay up, or
Oh,
what
do
was it?
you know do you know much about the AFL? About all that
I
stuff last
know
year?
about the AFL.
Well,
Yes.
so I was with the Voodoo last year, um,
Yeah.
and that was awful. That was a lot of money, a lot of plane tickets, a couple months without food sponsors and all this other stuff. So it was wasn't fun. Definitely left a bad taste. So happy to be back in the IFL for sure. Yeah, let's go Wranglers, baby.
Him, he's a funny guy.
Oh yeah.
A lot of fans.
I do. I get hit in the head so many times. It takes me a couple times to remember names and faces, but
Yeah.
I definitely
Uh,
do. Definitely know a bunch of those guys.
did you get
Oh,
okay?
as as a nose guard, you're always taking hard hits. So
Yeah.
yeah, especially when it's a double team. Yeah, you go up to bull rush the center, and then that guard just tees off
Hmm.
on you. Yeah, it's always a good one for sure.
Did you get your hands on Dalton Sneed last
Uh,
week?
I did, and he ducked me for a sack. That would have been
Was that the
huge.
touchdown pass?
Yeah, I'm telling you, his nose touched the ground. I give him all the
It
props.
did.
He shucked me off for sure. So, it's
Yeah.
football. He gets paid. I just got to be better, make that play, finish
Hmm.
it. So,
Yeah. So, what going into a season? What are your goals? Like, what do you make goals, right?
oh
Like
yeah,
what you
all
want
the
to
time.
do. Like you
Uh,
want to get your first touchdown. Have you gotten touchdowns yet?
I actually have a touchdown. It was 23. It was playing against Naz at Duke City. I blocked
Uh-huh.
a field goal, caught it, and ran it into the end zone. So I scored. I scored the touchdown. So
Yes. You want to be a
uh,
running back?
yeah, maybe one of these days. There was one play down there with the Rattlers. I played fullback. We did a little lead block. Only ran it once though. But
Yeah.
I'd rather play defense. I like being the hammer rather than the nail. So that's my preferred
Gotcha.
position for sure.
Yeah.
But as talking with goals and stuff going into a season, goals to one, of course, be the best I can be, but definitely to be a leader for my teammates, especially young rookies. Like it's hard for them to come in and not necessarily make loads of money and kind of just not know how to direct their life. So definitely to be a leader in that aspect, if that makes any sense.
Awesome. So what are you doing tonight? You just watching the game and chilling?
Yeah, I'll be
Do you have a
watching the game,
roommate?
chilling, packing my bag, getting ready to rock.
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
a typical Thursday on a road trip. So
Hmm. So you guys normally drive in on a Friday if
yeah,
you have a game Saturday?
depending on distance for sure. So, but most of the time, I think yeah, we drove to all our games. So we drove a day early. So just
Yeah.
kind of easy stuff. Road
Except
trip.
for Mass last year.
Thankfully, we flew to that one. That would have been an
Yeah.
awful, awful trip.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You'd
I'm okay. Oh, it might be closer to 4. Oh yeah,
yeah,
and
that's
then the
crazy.
way back, so that's 8 total days of travel. Not worth it. Or a 3 hour
Yeah.
plane ride or whatever it is. So
So what do you do like during introductions? Do you watch the introductions at the opposing games and
what do you mean by introductions? Like when they start going through all the fans and everything, or like all the players and everything else?
all the players, yeah, and like the Rattlers have the pyrotechnics and all
Yeah,
that.
I
Do you
love
watch
watching
that,
that.
or are you just in your zone and trying to
So
block it out?
well, trying to block it out, but it's kind of distracting and super cool. So I
Mhm.
remember my first introduction to arena football was the Utah Blaze, and they had the same
Utah
pyrotechnics.
Blaze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
flame going everywhere. And so when you go into the Rattlers, that kind of gets me hyped, being opposing,
Mhm.
like, okay, here we go. But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely trying to tune it out most of the time. But of course, always got to respect game. I got a bunch of buddies around the league, teammates and friends. So you definitely give respect, but at the same time, locked in, ready to rock and roll.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for definitely coming on my show, man,
Yeah,
and we will
anytime.
definitely link up
I
end
appreciate
of the
it.
season. Or,
Are you coming to see us any more games or?
yeah, against Vegas, and then I'll
Oh,
probably end up going to see another game
that's Military
of you guys.
Appreciation Night. I've heard we got
Yeah.
some pretty cool jerseys to roll out, so
All right.
we'll see what
Well, if
happens.
you feel inclined, you could hook me up with a ball. I wouldn't
Hey,
be upset.
I'll see what I can do for sure. If I make that
All
touchdown,
right.
that definitely could happen.
Yes, definitely make that touchdown, bro.
Heck yeah, I appreciate you, sir.
No problem. Thank you for coming on,
You
Mason
know it.
Newton of the Northern Arizona Wranglers.